I don't know. After hearing him calm and talking about the tether story, it's probable.
Go down to the county attorney's office. I think you'll find a lot of humans down there.
All right.
No disrespect.
Stop driving.
I'm flirting with the judge in front of my dad.
Probation. What's going on? How's everybody? Hold on, I already messed it up. What's going on? This is Colin. How's everybody doing? Happy New Year. Hope everyone's good. Hope everyone had a good, safe night. I had a good, lazy night with Heather. Did another lazy day today. It's been a good day and a half. She does go home tomorrow. Also, I apologize for kind of looking like I just got out of the shower because I did just get out of the shower. Anyways, hope everyone's good. Hey, everybody. Hey, Johnny, Michelle, Jen. I saw Fred in here. Legal Fishing. What's up, peeps? Deb, Nancy. Hello. All right. I do that without thinking. That's Mike's thing. You need to stop doing the hello thing. Anyways, yeah, court. See, I got a bunch of clips in this. Most of them are pretty short. First couple came from yesterday. I got nothing from today, even though there were some wild ones today. I'll put that out over the next couple of days, but good couple from yesterday. Then some older clips. Got some DeSanto in there. Yeah, let's have some fun. Let's hang out. Happy New Year, everybody. Hey, we got another Heather in the house. Yeah, let's start this year off well. Let's all have a laugh and enjoy some court. Let's go.
Vasquez. Let's see, Ms. Vasquez, you got a couple of things. You got a theft, and you've got a possession of drug paraphernalia. You can plead not guilty on these. If you want to have a trial, you can plead guilty or no contest, and you would have $150 credit. That would leave you on the theft, $335. On the drug paraphernalia, $381. That would be a total of $716. What are you? Hang on. Don't try to keep talking. Just let me finish, and then you can say what you want to say. I would release you to appear to make payment arrangements on that $716. What are you wanting to do on these?
I would like to explain the situation because I was just really upset. And when I walked into the store, what was going on between the workers really upset me. And I grabbed me a Monster and I grabbed me a gallon of milk and I walked out the back door. But it's not that I was stealing anything. It was 2 drinks. And
well, I'd have to point out to you, Ms. Vasquez, that taking 2 things from a store and walking out actually is. I know you're saying that you weren't trying to steal them, but that's exactly what that is.
I was just so upset just walking onto the property, all the garbage, all the trash. I just barely finished.
Not saying that you were stealing, but that's the definition of stealing. You walked into the store, you took things, and you left. Doesn't matter. The conversation between the employees upset you, so you just left without paying. That's stealing. It really is. Drugs are bad, kids. Drugs are bad.
At St. Joseph's.
Ms. Vasquez,
I know that. I understand.
Hold on. Let me explain something to you. Mm-hmm. There's nothing I can do about your case other than take your plea of guilty or no contest or not guilty. I can't listen to your story and say
I'm guilty.
Let me just hold on. I can't listen, and this would go for anybody sitting there. I can't listen to your version of events and say, okay, I'm going to dismiss this case. I can't do that. I don't have the authority to just dismiss cases. If you want to plead not guilty and have a trial, you certainly can. I'm not trying to get you to plead guilty to the charge.
I'm guilty of theft. I'm guilty of the theft, the possession of a controlled substance. That has nothing to do with me.
Okay.
If I had possession, I would have got rid of it whenever the guy that was following me in the car waiting for the cops, I could have got rid of it all that time, But
yeah, I will say
if I had possession, Come on, Your Honor. I'm not dumb. If I see a cop and I have drugs on me, I know to throw them away. You don't get caught with that. She's on top of her game. Also, Debbie, I wasn't ready apparently. I didn't finish my little say. Please like and subscribe, do your jump kick backflips, and if you really like the video and want to donate, my link tree is in the description. Please and thank you. All right, I feel better now. I feel like I'm starting off the year the right way now. Just took me a little bit.
Say that the officers stated they observed you walk around the truck and crouch down, removing something. Can I finish talking before you start talking, please? We cannot talk at the same time. That doesn't work. Before taking the above in custody, officers observed the above walk around the truck and crouch down, removing something from her waist. Officers then located a clear plastic baggie containing a crystal-like substance. And I'll note that you're also charged with possession of controlled substance as well, related to that baggie. Do you want to plead not guilty on that one? Are you wanting to plead guilty on the theft and not guilty on the possession of drug paraphernalia? That's okay. You can plead one way on one case and a different way on the other case if that's what you want to do.
Guilty of the theft.
Okay.
I guess it'll be my first drug charge. So I'm just really upset about the situation. I apologize, Your Honor. I really apologize.
Well, I'm not trying to plead guilty. You're certainly welcome to plead not guilty.
I don't think there's any way around it, even though I was just gonna take off running, but there was nowhere to run to when I ran around the car. It was stop.
Be careful about what you're talking about here, okay?
Oh man, this is what I get. That's what I get for taking Chaw's wrench away, right? Mistake. Chaw, I cleaned out a lot of my mods. I just went through and I cleaned a lot of them out. If you want it back, just PM me on Discord and we can figure it out.
Okay, I don't think there's any way around it, even though that I was just gonna take off running, but there was nowhere to run to when I ran around the car. It was stop.
Be careful about what you're talking about here, okay?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, let's talk about the theft. I'll find you guilty on your plea. It's $485. I'll give you $150 credit. That leaves you owing $335. Okay, I'll release you to appear on that one to set up payment arrangements. On the possession of drug paraphernalia, do you want to plead guilty or not?
Guilty.
And Ms. Vasquez, I just want to tell you that because you are charged with possession of controlled substance related to this paraphernalia, that pleading guilty to the paraphernalia could impact your felony charge of possession.
It could impact a lot, because that's it'll be on my record, It's not something I want on my record, but I don't think I have any options right now, sir.
You have the option of pleading not guilty. I would set a PR bond, and then you could figure out what you wanted to do.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that.
All right, I'm gonna enter that plea of not guilty for you. I'll set the PR bond. You need to be here though on,
Yes, sir.
well, I don't know when you're gonna get out because you have, it looks like you have a state jail felony criminal mischief, and you also have a third degree felony possession of controlled substance. So to be released.
What are those charges again?
Looks like a state jail felony criminal mischief and a possession of controlled substance.
What is criminal mischief?
Criminal mischief means you destroyed some property.
I didn't destroy no property of the theft. I just walked out the bar exit of the store. I didn't destroy no property whatsoever.
What they're saying is that you were kicking the door of the Dollar General and damaged it.
No, I was kicking the boxes on the side of the building and putting them in a big pile.
That's a charge in a completely different court. I have nothing to do with that. You'll see a district judge about that charge. I'm
not guilty of that.
I understand. I'm not taking pleas to that. That's not my case. Okay, I've entered the plea of guilty to the theft. I've given you $150 credit. I've ordered you by 2 p.m. on the next day after your release. So whenever that is you get out on those other charges, that next day you'll need to be here. Unless if you think you're not going to get out for a few days, you could also just sit out the rest of this money. It would take you what do I say you owe? It would take you probably about 3 days. So if you think you're going to be in there for 3 days on these felonies, you can just sit this one out and then you wouldn't owe any money on it. Do you think you'll get out before that time, or you think you'll still be in there?
I pray to God I get out.
Okay, then I'm going to put down that you're released to appear by 2 p.m. The day you get out.
There are things to do today.
Okay, the day you get out, you need to be here that next business day, okay? And on the drug paraphernalia, you pled not guilty, and I've set a PR bond, so you'll be released on that one as well. So you just have the felonies to deal with. Thank you, Ms. Vasquez. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was fun, right? Oh, she didn't damage the door. She just kicked it a couple times, and she kicked some boxes. I wasn't damaging anything, sir, Your Honor. All right. Okay. So that was a good way to start the video. Next one. It was from yesterday too. Why don't I remember the next one is? I just my mind. But like the person said a little earlier, Heather wore me out. It's her fault. Let's go.
This
one's fun.
the case where the home was entered, a key was taken.
But that was.
Say that, I'm sorry, say that again.
I don't see anything.
Okay. The defendant is alleged to have gone into a home and taken a key to the residence. A warrant was obtained, and that the charge you have before you.
Okay, what was the, is there an address of the home that you said that the person went into?
I don't have it in front of me, but I can get it real quick.
Is it
Okay, yes.
835 Norwich Road?
Yes.
Okay, say that address again, counsel.
It's on the prosecutor order, 835 Norwich Road.
Correct.
Norwich Road.
I'm trying to mute it and I keep hitting pause instead. I don't want the address to be out there.
Yes, it is. Troy, Michigan.
Okay. Are there any named individuals, alleged victims, complainants in this matter, officer?
Yes, I'll get the report and I'll get those names for you.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, well, we've got time. I want you to do that. Thank you.
Just for a moment then. We're gonna get some extra paperwork because they have some questions. Be right back.
Okay.
Man, I really underperformed on the editing on this video. But good news, the next clip is a SovCit. Got to start the new year off with a SovCit, right?
No, I don't have pretty much anything with this.
All right, I'm going to jump ahead a couple seconds.
Let's get back.
I think that's the attorney.
UES.
All right.
Okay. And anybody, is there another name associated as well, or just this one?
That name, and then Hamilton is the first name, same last name.
First name Hamilton?
Correct.
Okay. Is there any criminal history the court needs to be aware of, officer?
None that I saw.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
At this point, calling case number 23-004-236 in the matter of Andrea J. Altairi. Let's do this. Counsel appears for the record.
CNC plaster for purposes of arraignment only on behalf of defendant. She's gonna waive formal reading, stand mute, ask for plea of not guilty. She is asking for court-appointed counsel at this time. However, she may end up trying to represent herself.
Okay. Thank you. Ma'am, would you please state your full name for the record, please? Again?
Andrea Jacqueline Alteri, Perry Alteri.
Okay. Thank you. Counsel, would you like to address bond in this matter?
My client is 61. She's never been charged with a crime in the past. She is residing alone. She does do some caregiver work for her mother. In Oak Park, the address there on 10 Mile. She does have a P.O. box that she would like her mail to go to. And she is, like I said, requesting court-appointed counsel for the time being.
Okay, I will grant court-appointed counsel in this matter. I do notice the post office box, but is there a physical address where you're actually living?
I'm in the process of trying to move to Redford, the Villa Apartments. My mom used to live there, and now I'm trying to live there. I already went there and talked to the housing administrator. Her name is Nikki.
She stays with her mom currently, Your Honor. That's why that address is on there.
Sometimes I
that's
stay
not
there
what she did.
for her. She's up in age, in her elder years, and she's going through some stages with dementia and Alzheimer's.
Okay, when I asked her what address she was living, she didn't state anything about living with her mother. So I'm not sure where she's living. I just have this post office box. I'm sorry?
Sometimes I'm with my mom, caregiving for her. Sometimes I'm elsewhere.
All right. You have to have a stable residence. We have to know where you're at. It's causing
some other people there. I'm sorry to interrupt your honor, but I have some other individuals who are causing me pressing under duress situation. An ex-husband, 2 ex-husbands, and 2 ex-friends who are into sexual behaviors that I'm not into.
Okay, let me just do this.
So,
let's get through this.
I don't want to bring that
I understand. I understand. I understand there's some other issues going on. So I wish you the best on that as well.
Thank you.
I'm just not sure. The home invasion charge in itself is somewhat of a violent nature. I'm not quite sure where you're going to be staying. I'm going to issue a bond in the amount of $3,000 cash surety, no 10%. Going to order that did grant court-appointed counsel in this matter. Your next court date is going to be January the 8th of 2024 at 9:00 a.m. That's your probable cause conference, and you have an exam scheduled for 1/15 of 2024 at 9:00 a.m. I'm going to order that you not have any direct or indirect contact with the Heidi Marcuse, M-A-R-Q-U-E-S, or Hamilton Marcuse, M-A-R-Q-U-E-S. You will not return to the premises of 835 Norwich Road in Troy, Michigan. You will not assault, beat, molest, or in any way verbally harass, intimidate, or threaten any witnesses in this matter. Personally appear for all court appearances, not leave the state of Michigan without permission of the court, and immediately notify the court in writing of any change of address. If you bond out, you need to let the court know. That's the 52-4 District Court in Troy. Within 24 hours of bonding out, you need to give them a valid address. I have your post office box here temporarily for mail purposes, but the court still needs to know where you're actually going to be living. You will not possess any firearms or other dangerous weapons. I'm going to order that you refrain.
It might be. They're into some sexual stuff that she was not into. She did put that on the record. Monkey, how are you? Mike, welcome. Also, who did I say? Oh, John. John, welcome. Haven't seen you in a little bit, John. Hope you're well. Yeah, Happy New Year to everybody. Amanda, yeah. I've had a few lazy days, so I didn't just crawl out of bed, but yeah, close enough. All right, let's go.
From using alcohol, any form of THC, illegal drugs, or abusing any medication. I'm not going to order that you test for any of those things at this time. Pick up no new criminal offenses. Do you understand your bond conditions, ma'am?
Yes, I do. Intercede and ask one thing or make a statement.
Not the statement for sure. I don't want you saying anything about the case.
I feel I have unfair judgment because I wasn't in that zone or region yesterday. I was somewhere else in Royal Oak at Southwest and Lincoln and Royal Oak trying to get my dad's class ring.
Okay, I'm all set here. I have no idea. I have no idea what you're talking about, what you're going into. I'm not going to allow you to continue. We are done here. This is really for your benefit because I don't know what you're going to say, and this is being recorded, and I don't want you to say anything that could be damaging to you. So I'm just going to stop the proceeding with you at this point for your benefit, not necessarily the court's benefit. So we're all set, officer, there at the jail.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
Going to Royal Oak.
All right. Now on to the SovCit. This isn't my first time doing this, I swear. Even though it kind of seems like it. It's the first time of the year. Also, on that note, in 9 days, I get to reapply for monetization. 9 days. It's huge. It's huge. But thank you everyone for being here. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. We're on to the SovCit. This isn't like a. It's definitely a SovCit because they read the police report and that's the entertaining part. But when he's actually on screen, he doesn't say that much. But we're gonna look out for his court date. But yeah, SovCit. Let's go.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. And I've one additional.
Yes. Oh, yeah, we do. I'm sorry. It's my mistake. Okay, calling case number 23-45038 in the matter of Reginald Tyrone Worthy. You're still under oath, detective. Just state your name again for the record.
Detective Rougeau, Royal Oak Police.
Okay, please state the facts as you know them in this case.
On December 29th, 2023, at approximately 9 o'clock in the evening, Reginald Tyrone Worthy, date of birth 1/29 of 1969, was stopped for not having a license plate on his vehicle while driving upon Woodward near 6th Street within the city of Royal Oak, Michigan, County of Oakland. Worthy insisted that he was traveling as opposed to driving and did not need to have a driver's license to do so, that his vehicle did not have to have a registration plate because it had a DOT number, that he surrendered his license plate to the Secretary of State, and that his vehicle was insured through the government. Upon querying Worthy and his vehicle, officers confirmed that he had canceled his own driver's license with the Secretary of State, his vehicle to be uninsured, and the registration expired since 2021. The vehicle, Worthy was advised that his vehicle was being impounded due to the registration and insurance. Worthy refused to exit the vehicle after being asked and ordered several times. Officer Chandler unlocked the door through the window as Worthy attempted to roll it up. Worthy continued to refuse to exit the vehicle and required officers to use a modified arm bar to assist in his removal. Outside of the vehicle, Worthy tensed up and was handcuffed against the vehicle and placed under arrest. All the details of this case, Your Honor, are recorded under Royal Oak Police Report number 23-00-45038. And you have before you a 4-count complaint and warrant authorized by the Royal Oak City Attorney's Office, charging Worthy with obstruct or interfere with a police officer, driving while license canceled, driving an unregistered vehicle, and no insurance.
All right, yeah, so that was fun. We don't usually get to hear the reading of the complaint for a SovCit. I want to see the body cam for that. I'm sure, it's very entertaining. But yeah, this is him. This is, him being arraigned. Doesn't say much, but he definitely pulls some of the key words out of his ass.
Calling case number 23-45038 in the matter of Reginald Tyrone Worthy. Counsel appearance for the record.
Nancy Plasker for purposes of arraignment only on behalf of Mr. Worthy. I've advised him of all 4 of the charges. He's going to waive formal reading, stand mute, ask for pleas of not guilty at this time, Your Honor.
I'll enter a plea of not guilty on your client's behalf. Mr. Worthy, would you state your full name for the record, please?
Reginald Tyrone Worthy, beneficiary.
Okay, thank you, sir. Could you set up just a little bit so I can see your face? You're down a little bit too low. Thank
Can
you.
you say
Appreciate
more
that.
the beneficiary, please?
Yeah, you. Oh, there you go. You were standing up. Okay.
No,
Good.
at
Thank
first
you.
he had told me to get close to it, but
Oh, that's okay. Just state your name again for the record. I'm sorry.
Reginald Tyrone Worthy, beneficiary.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Worthy. Counsel, how would you like to proceed in this matter?
Does that kind of remind you of an athlete during, I don't know, Monday Night Football or even the Key and Peele skits where they say their name and then say their college? Colin, definitely not Cromwell, University of Cincinnati. It kind of sounded like that, right?
He is standing mute, asking for pleas of not guilty. He is requesting court-appointed counsel. He's 54, not working. He receives SSD. He says he has for 2 years. I'm advised he has some Detroit traffic also. We're asking for a personal
Yeah, I'm sorry.
bond.
Say that again, counsel. He has what?
He has some Detroit traffic also, Your Honor. But we're asking for, he lives with his wife. We're asking for a personal bond or a lower cash surety 10% bond here.
Okay, thank you, counsel. Before I get started, I am going to start off by ordering the defendant not drive unless he has a valid driver's license. So most of my bond restrictions are going to be addressing the obstructing and interfering with the police officer charged in this matter. Okay, bond will be in the amount of $1,000. Cash surety, no 10%. The defendant, I did grant court-appointed counsel. In this matter, the defendant will personally appear for all court proceedings and not leave the state of Michigan without permission of the court. The defendant will immediately notify the court in writing of any change of address or phone number. Defendant will not pick up any new criminal activity while he is out on bond. I've already indicated no driving unless you have a valid driver's license. 1 second here. You do have another court date coming up. I don't have that in front of me. It will be given to you. This case is it's out of the 44th District Court in Royal Oak. You will get another court date. Other than that, sir, do you understand your bond conditions?
Yes, sir. Sir, could I appear in court because my cell phone, a lot of times, the cell phone, the picture part, it don't work where I live at. So, I mean, if I have to come to court, I'd rather come to court instead of trying to, do it on the cell phone because a lot of times it don't work. But,
yeah, counsel, I'll let you address that, counsel.
Okay.
The court in all likelihood will allow you to appear in person. You just have to make arrangements with the court. I'm sure most courts these days are appearing in person anyway, but.
But this is what you're going to have to do, sir. If the court, unless you're told otherwise, you must personally appear for all court appearances in person, unless the court tells you otherwise. If you're unsure of that, you can always call the court and ask them that question and see if they'll allow you to do something different if it doesn't work for you. Okay.
Yes, I could call in, but
we're going to play it safe so that you don't violate your bond conditions. So by playing it safe, make sure you personally appear in court for all court proceedings, unless the court tells you otherwise. Okay, so we'll start with that premise. All right.
That's fine.
Okay.
Yes,
best of luck to you, sir. All right. Take care of yourself.
All right. Yeah. As far as SovCits go, he was pretty polite. It was almost as if he was just trying the SovCit stuff and then he got arrested. Because he did say beneficiary, but didn't say he's going to court under duress, didn't do anything. He accepted going to court and he actually asked to show up in person. You know, we'll see. But yeah, they didn't say what court he's going to. So we're gonna have to keep a lookout for him to see if he maybe changes because he realized being a SovCit doesn't actually work. All right. Now we're headed to DeSanto, where if you guys remember a clip I played, it's probably a month ago, the quickest bond violation in the history of bond violations. It was about a total of about 15 minutes. This guy isn't that quickly, but it's the same day. It is the exact same day. And in front of DeSanto. It's good. All right, let's go.
All right, we are on the record of the matter of the city of Wyandotte versus Daryl Stanley, 232550.
Good morning, Your Honor. Excuse me, good afternoon, Your Honor. Christopher Shemke appearing with my client. This time we've sent to the matter being heard via Zoom.
All right, Mr. Stanley, your name for the record, please.
Daryl Stanley.
All right, and Jay's adds to the arraignment counsel.
As the arraignment, we waive formal reading. My client stands mute.
We'll respect the message on the other one, yeah. Court will waive the formal reading, enter plea of not guilty for purposes of the arraignment. Schedule this matter for pretrial on January 2nd at 10:45 a.m. The notice of prosecuting officials has been filled out and completed. And counsel as to bond.
Your Honor, as to bond, my client indicates he's not on probation or parole. He does work as RAV construction. He lives with his mother. He has a strong family support system, and he has a 15-year-old daughter that he pays child support. We'd be respectfully requesting leniency for determining the appropriate plea, or excuse me, the appropriate bond.
All right, and the complaining witness in this matter is Sir, who's the complaining witness in this matter? Do you know the complaining witness?
Yes. I believe it's my mother.
You believe it's your mother?
Yeah, I guess she, yeah.
Is that Kimberly Stanley?
Yes.
And you reside with your mother?
Yes.
Your Honor, I spoke with this mother this morning. If I could speak on bond.
Yes, and just for the record, Detective Sergeant Group.
Yeah, Detective Sergeant Kendra. I spoke with Mr. Stanley's mom today. She said he has a severe drinking problem and she's deathly afraid of him and does not want him to return home while this case is pending. She said she has to lock herself in her bedroom when he drinks to stay away from her.
All right, thank you. Do you work, sir? Where is it you work?
Yes, RAD construction. We do a lot of work there. Wyandotte. I've been working there for a few months now. Very good job. We do a lot of work in downtown Wyandotte. We built District 142, the vault in downtown Wyandotte, stuff like that. We're doing the old Wyandotte City Hall. We're going to be starting McKinley Schools.
All right, you've only been working there a few months?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yes, that's correct, Jeremy.
Okay, so, all right, well, so you haven't been working on those projects. The company
No,
has
the
been.
company has, yeah. I'm. Yep.
And so, sir, in the event you post bond, where is it you're going to stay? Because it won't be with your mother.
Right, I'm gonna have to stay with my brother, Your Honor.
Which is where?
Lincoln Park.
And do you have any other pending cases, sir?
No, I do not, Your Honor.
Ever failed to appear in court for any reason?
No, Your Honor.
All right, well, let's see, what happened with your matter in Southgate?
That's resolved.
Okay, great, how was that resolved?
I served time there.
And you just recently served time, let's see, in November of 22, this court sentenced you to 60 days jail. And then you were sentenced to 15 days jail in June. You got out, and then you had another matter in Wyandotte, and the court sentenced you to 45 days jail on that matter. Oh, but there's one pending from October 2nd. Did you have your court date on that one?
Yes, that was resolved too. It was reduced to just a ticket, which I just paid.
Oh, it was reduced to a ticket. Oh,
Yes.
That was the agreement between you and the prosecuting attorney?
Yes.
Well, that proved to be helpful because look where you are now, again, for drinking, again. So you have a problem with alcohol, and now it's alleged that you've assaulted your mother.
If I may
She's so afraid of you, she has to lock herself in her room.
If I may
What's that,
speak,
sir?
Your Honor. If I may speak, Your Honor. I didn't even know that she said that. That was all a complete.
Sir, I would
fabrication.
advise you not to discuss the nature of the case. Anything you say can and will be used against you. This is not the appropriate venue.
All right, thank you.
All right, the court's going to order $7,500 10% bond. Please listen very carefully, sir, to these bond conditions, of which you will get a copy of.
All right, everybody, listen very carefully to these bond conditions. They are very important. Already been discussing, he's not the quickest guy, but very, very important bond instructions. Listen to the judge.
So I don't want you to come back later saying that you have no idea what your bond conditions are. You're not to have any contact with the complaining witness. That's phone contact, text message, email, social media, third party, anything of the like. I'm not really concerned that it's the holidays or not, sir. You're not having contact with your mother. You're not to enter the premises at the home on Cora Street, with the exception of one visit to obtain your personal belongings, so long as you're accompanied by a police officer. So what that means is that you go to the police department in the event you posted bond. You go to the police department, and then they will go with you. You don't go to the home and then call the police. Do you understand that process, sir?
Understand, Your Honor.
You're not to possess or consume alcohol or drugs unless prescribed. You're not to have access to any firearms and or any weapons. Do you own any of those, sir?
No, Your Honor.
Do you have access to any of those?
No, Your Honor.
You're also to have an alcohol and a GPS tether. House arrest, you may work with proof shown. All right, thank you. We'll see you back on January 2nd.
Hey, Judge.
Thank you. And then counsel, as it relates to Ms. Radeback.
All right, see him back on January 2nd. He's already back. Tomorrow's January 2nd. This happened, I don't know, 2 weeks ago. Yeah, he didn't make it to January 2nd. What do you think he did while he's in jail? This is about 2 hours, heads up. And DeSanto's muted for the first couple seconds. She'll come on record here in a second. She's probably discussing with the clerk, like, why is this guy back in front of me? Wait a second. Whoa. Is this just muted on my end or is it muted for everybody? Because I can't hear it. Please tell me this isn't muted for everybody. Oh man, what did I do to this? Oh no. I don't know what I did. All right, it's muted. It's muted. I don't know what I did. All right. Well, I guess I'm going to have to tell you what happened. He called his mom. He called his mom for bond. This is definitely the worst video I put it all year. I don't know why this is muted. My volume's on. You can hear me clearly. I don't know why this is muted. I really don't. And I have no way of fixing it now. I must have somehow hit the mute button when I was editing it, and this whole clip is muted. I don't know. But he calls his mom. That's what he does. He, to try to bail out, he called his mom. His excuse right now is that it's the number that he had memorized. He didn't mean to call her. It's just the first number that came to his head, so he called his mom for bail. That's the excuse he's giving the judge. DeSanto doesn't buy that, of course. And I don't remember the punishment. Oh, she takes his phone privileges away. That's what she does. So he's no longer allowed to call anybody to come bail him out, which he needs $750 to bail out, and he can't use the phone now. All right. Yep. So we're just going to have to get better throughout the year. I will go back and I'll re-edit this, and I'll put these together, and I'll upload it as a video. Hopefully it's not, it's just, I clicked the mute button when I was editing. I'm hoping that's what it is. All right, I'm going to fast forward though, but that's what happened. Man, I was really hoping to raid Big in, because he starts in a half hour, and I had about a half hour left. And now that I got to skip this clip, we're going to lose a lot. All right. Is this it? All right, let's just let this play. So, yeah, we're just going to talk for the last minute of this clip. But yeah, I'll release these two clips together tomorrow. Since I'm taking Heather to the morning, or kind of early afternoon, I will put these together, and I'll just release it as a premiere tomorrow morning. I probably won't be there, but I am going to try to do a live tomorrow night when I'm back home. But yeah, so that was on me. Yeah. Try to put a video together while paying attention to Heather. I can't multitask apparently. All right. All right, let's just pretend that didn't happen for now. All right. And yeah, we are going to raid Big in, even though now we're going to be early. But oh well, we can still be early and hang out. All right, next clip.
This is Ronnie Fly 2303687FY.
Assistant Prosecutor Abigail Tepper appearing on behalf of the people. And Assistant Public Defender Sarah Donnelly on behalf of defendant Ronnie Fly, who is appearing separately by video from the Ingham County Jail.
And you said you are in fact Ronnie Fly on video? Thank you. Today's the date for probable cause conference. We have a preliminary exam scheduled to occur next week. Ms. Donnelly, were you able to determine how you'd like to proceed?
Yes, at this time, Your Honor, we'd like to proceed to the preliminary exam next week, and I also have a bond request.
Great. Ms. Tepper, you'd be ready for exam?
I will, Your Honor.
Why that exam is scheduled for December 28, 9:30. That is in person. If you're in custody, we'll bring you over. If you're out of custody, you need to make sure you're standing in my courtroom December 28 at 9:30. In addition, you have bond conditions that were set by the magistrate. Those apply until we can resolve this case. That's no contact with Ms. Hooper whatsoever. Not to be within 2,000 feet of where she lives, works, or goes to school. Of course, she must report to pretrial services. In addition to no firearms, dangerous weapons, no assaults, no drugs, no alcohol, no marijuana, no committing crimes. That no contact order, sir, is very serious. If you violate that order while you're in jail, you could be in contempt of court, for which you face up to 93 days in jail and or $7,500 in fines, separate and apart from that which you already face. Also, you could lose your telephone privileges at the jail. Also, the prosecutor's listening to the calls and they could use the calls in order to issue additional criminal charges. If you're out of jail and you make contact, you could be arrested without a warrant. Your bond could be revoked, which means you have to stay in jail. It also is punishable by contempt, as I described. This order is about you. It's not about her. So even if she were reaching out to you, she were texting, she were calling, you text or call her back, you go to jail. She does not have authority to grant you permission to violate this order because it's the court's order, not her order. So if she invited you to meet up with her and you went, you still go to jail. Understand, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. On bond, Ms. Donnelly.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Fly was recently released from the Indiana Department of Corrections at the end of October. He recently moved to Lansing on parole in Berrien County, and it's going to be transferred here to Ingham. He was looking for work when this incident happened. He missed out on an interview, but Your Honor, the bond was set at a $30,000, 10%, which is cost prohibitive for Mr. Fly. He doesn't have anyone that can post that money for him, and he doesn't have the money personally. There was a GPS tether set on this. It's my understanding that the alleged victim does not live in the apartment complex that he lives in. So we'd be asking, if at all possible, for a personal recognizance bond, if not a lower 10%. Thank you.
All right, that started off pretty normal. Now we get into the fun part. Hey, Brett, welcome. No, don't say that. Don't say that. Everyone welcome Brett so he comes back. I know. Started off the year with my worst video of the year, right? But hey, if this is the worst video of the year, it's still entertaining and we're still having fun, right? So it's only going to get better. Let's go.
Ms. Tepper.
The people object to defense attorney Connolly's request for bond and request that the court leave it as is.
I have concerns. Firstly, Ms. Donnelly, you said he just got out of prison at the end of October, and this is alleged to have occurred at early December. It's not very long outside of prison before he's being accused of an assaultive offense. In addition, I see his habituals here, which include armed robbery, home invasion in the second degree, which are serious offenses. So I have concerns. I'm not comfortable with a PR bond. In light of the fact he's in custody, Mr. Fly, do not speak. Do not speak. In light of the fact that he's been unable to post this bond, I will entertain a modification, but I'm still not going PR yet. Bond will be modified to $15,000, 10% with all the conditions. GPS tether, all of those stay in place. Anything else?
No, Your Honor. Not from people.
All right, Mr. Fly, remember, court next week, December 28, 9:30. Also remember, no contact with Ms. Hooper. I'll see you next week.
I didn't even understand what y'all said. That's what I was trying to say. I can't hear y'all.
I said your bond has been modified to $15,000, 10%, but you still need a tether and you need to have no contact with Ms. Hooper. Your court date is next week, December 28th, remember?
I don't get, look, how y'all don't get this?
Never mind. I'll just put the bond back the way it was. I think that's what we'll do. We'll just go ahead and put that bond back the way it was, if that's what you want.
And then she just hung up on him. I love it when judges do that. Oh, it makes me laugh every time when judges just hang up on people. Flavin does that the most. Oh, I love it. Just like, nope, okay, bye, click. All right. I don't remember the last couple of videos clips are. I think I still have 2 or 3 left. They're like 4 or 5 minutes apart. We're kind of just rapid firing at the end. But yeah, like I said before, we're gonna raid Big In. He starts in 15 minutes, so I'm gonna try to eat up 15 minutes so we can raid him properly. If you guys have not hit the like and subscribe button, so I would very much appreciate it. And also, I wanted to just go ahead and thank everybody for being here and everyone who's donated and super chatted over the last 3 months while I've been demonetized. It's you guys are the reason why I keep doing this. I do like watching court, and I would do this regardless, but probably not as much. So I appreciate each and every one of you that has donated and has come, left a comment, liked the videos. It really does mean a lot, and I appreciate it. We're also, last I checked, we were about 20 subs away from 8,000. So we're still growing. So yeah, it's gonna be good. This is gonna be a good year. All right, next clip.
Oh, Mariah Lutans.
Okay, Ms. Lutans, the address, could you get?
All right. First and foremost, I don't remember where I got this clip. This woman's just kind of out there. I'm gonna assume drugs are involved, but yeah, it's but it's still entertaining for us at least.
Give me your address, please.
I'm currently located in Vernon.
Okay, what is the address currently in Vernon?
PO Box 675. Zip code 85940.
And then do you have an ACR North 3556? Okay. How about an email address for you?
I do not have it now.
Do you have a phone number?
I would be using a relative's phone number, but it would be 928.
I'll put on here that it's for messages only.
Okay, thank you.
The state is alleging 4 charges against you. They're all felony charges. The first one is aggravated assault. The second is resisting arrest. The third is drug paraphernalia possession or use. And the final charge is possess contraband in a correctional facility. On those charges, you have the right to remain.
How have I gotten all of those charges?
Well,
I'm very confused about all.
Yeah, you most likely committed them. That's how you get the charges. Not always. You can be wrongfully charged, but generally you get the charges because you did something dumb.
All of those charges.
Well, I read a summary. I read a summary of what occurred, so I will explain it to you briefly, but I won't discuss the facts of the case with you. So aggravated assault was you resisted when they went to arrest you, and you wrapped your legs around an officer, and then you prevented their arrest by physically pulling away and trying to struggle with them. And then you had drug paraphernalia in your possession, and that was in your possession inside the jail facility after declaring you didn't have any.
All right, so let's get this straight. She wrapped her legs around an officer. Then she was, resisting a little bit, toying with him, and she brought drugs to the party. I think she was just looking for a good time. You're right, Debbie. She's innocent till proven guilty. I think she was just looking for a good time.
No, I didn't. I did not have any.
Again, I can't discuss the case. I want to make sure, Ms. Lutans, you know that this is a recorded.
I didn't have anything, though. I didn't have any drug paraphernalia. I didn't.
Okay, so let me tell you what they're accusing you of having drug paraphernalia. A piece of foil that had a mark on it they're indicating used for ingestion of drugs. So those type of pieces of foil that have the marks on them, they're accusing you of having that. So that's what you're accused of. On those charges, you have the right to remain silent, right to counsel and trial. I've scheduled you for a preliminary hearing on the 2nd of January at 4:00 p.m. A preliminary hearing is where the prosecutor or the state representative will present testimony and evidence to a judge or to a grand jury to determine if there's probable cause to charge you with those crimes. If there's not probable cause, one or all of those charges will be dismissed, and that'll conclude it. If there is probable cause, the case will be bound over to the Gila County Superior Court. The county 48 hours from the date and time of this hearing, not counting weekends and holidays, to file a formal complaint against you. If they fail to file that complaint timely, then you'll be released from custody regarding the charges, but the case can be filed up to 7 years from now. If they decide to take the case in front of a grand jury that I explained to you and not in front of a judge, you'll be notified by mail to your P.O. box that you do not need to appear in court on that date, as the case is going in front of a grand jury. Your release conditions are the following: obey all orders of the court, do not commit any crimes, notify the court immediately if your address changes, do not leave the state of Arizona without permission of the court, do not possess or consume alcohol or drugs without a valid prescription, do not possess any firearms, because these are felony allegations. You could be, if you're convicted of them, then you could become a prohibited possessor. I'm placing a $7,000 bond hold on you for these charges due to the fact that you also have a Maricopa County Superior Court warrant that has a $5,500 bond. You're aware of that, correct?
Is there anything that I can do through CBI?
CBI doesn't take care of warrants, so no.
Oh, well, no, that's not what I meant by that, but
what did you need to?
Because I have that warrant because of probation.
Correct. Right. So as soon as you're done with our charges, then you'll be released on our charges, and then Maricopa County will want to see you, and they'll come and get you unless you post that $5,500 bond. Do you have any questions?
So it's 5,000?
The warrant for your arrest is $5,500 that Maricopa County has. You have a $7,000 bond hold on these local new charges at this court, so that's $7,000 plus $5,500. Being that you're held in custody on our local charges, you have the right to a court-appointed attorney if you cannot afford to hire one. Can you afford to hire a court-appointed attorney? All right. You can't afford to hire your own attorney?
Johnny, not gonna lie, or Jonathan Art, right when someone said that, can we start a fund for him? I like Jonathan Hart's gonna drop this. I know he's gonna drop this. See, I'm in your head, or you're in my head.
Okay.
One way or the other.
All right. I'm going to read you ask you some questions from a financial questionnaire. I need to administer an oath to you. Please raise your right hand. Your other hand. Do you solemnly swear the information you're giving the court regarding your financial information to be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Want me to repeat all that?
Yes. Do you solemnly swear?
I do solemnly swear
No,
to...
no, you don't have to repeat it. You just have to say, yes, you will provide the truth.
I will provide the proof, or the truth.
Okay.
Sorry.
What is your marital status? You can lower your hand.
I'm single.
Okay.
Johnny May, she's single. She likes wrapping her legs around people in uniform. All right. So now, Johnny, we got to get you this uniform. And Heather knows where she lives. Well, she knows the town she lives in. We can set this up, Johnny. We got this.
How many other people do you financially support?
No one.
Do you have a job?
No.
Do you have income from any sources?
No.
Okay. Do you receive income from Social Security, disability, unemployment, child or spousal support, or any other investments?
No.
Do you own a house?
No.
Do you have any bank or retirement accounts?
No.
Do you have any outstanding loans?
No.
Do you have any monthly expenses?
No.
Okay, the court does qualify you for a court-appointed attorney. Your court-appointed attorney will be Ron DeBrigida. He'll only be assigned to your case if that complaint is filed within the 48 hours I was explaining to you about. If not, if that complaint is not filed, again, you'll be released on our charges, and then the case can be filed up to 7 years from the time of your arrest. Once the case is filed, then your attorney will be assigned at that time, unless your financial situation changes.
Yes.
Do you have any questions?
Is there any option for CBI to be a release option for me to be able to have?
Well, what do you need to talk to CBI for?
Well, I was trying to get evaluated mentally.
Well, I mean, you can have, if you're asking to be evaluated, they'll come to the jail cell and evaluate you, but they're not going to release you. You're not going to be released unless they do what they call level 1 treatment, which is forcing you to go into a secured facility. It can't be that you want to all of a sudden get counseling so you can get out of jail. That's not how it works.
Yeah. No, that's not what I was meaning.
If you're wishing to receive some counseling, to be screened, then you can talk to the detention staff and see when they get a moment to call them down to come talk to you, and then go from there.
Okay.
Any other questions?
No, thank you.
Okay, that'll be all then.
All right. That's all I got. 4 minutes left. Let's do this. We got 4 minutes until Biggins. So we're gonna kill 4 minutes. Anyone have any questions, anything? I'll recap, my plans for the year. How about that? So Heather goes home tomorrow, taking her to the airport. We'll leave early afternoon. I will put together my messed up clip from DeSanto. I'll put in just a premiere video and I'll release that probably around noon, 1 o'clock, right when I'm leaving. So I won't be there. Heather won't be there, but I want to make sure you guys get to hear the audio to that, because let's be fair, it was going to be good, and I took that away from you. I apologize. What else? I am eligible to apply to be monetized again on the 10th. So we're 9 days away from that, which is good. Generally takes them, they say it takes up to 2 weeks. It can take up to 2 weeks for them to respond. It generally takes a day or two saying yes or no. So, and I've been following all the guidelines, all the rules. So I shouldn't have an issue being monetized again, which is good. I've got, could kind of restart my channel once I'm monetized. I'm going to launch an outro. There'll be different music with it, a lot of different things. I've already cleaned up my channel. I've deleted all the videos that violated the rules. Pretty much deleted everything. Not everything, but a lot of things. But I downloaded all the ones that I thought were the best ones so I can remake them. Which is kind of why I did that Judge Simpson video on, a couple nights ago. So I downloaded everything I had from Judge Simpson. Yeah. So going forward, we're going to be down Simpson, probably down to Santo. Hopefully not down to Santo. So court's going to be, it's going to get smaller and smaller as the year goes on. I really think that. We're living on borrowed time with court content. I guess I did say if anyone has any questions, and I just started talking to myself. Do you have to start? No, they actually tell you not to do that. I know other people that have done it, and it's, they do it successfully. But I already broke rules, and I got in trouble. I don't want to break more rules and get put on a second list. They tell you not to start a new channel to get around being demonetized. I guess unless it's completely different, maybe. I didn't read into it. I just read that rule and then decided not to. But no, what they tell you to do is you're essentially on the bench for 90 days and you have to go through all your content and you have to delete everything that violated why I got in trouble, which was reused content. So I have to remove everything every video that I don't talk in or add anything to the clips to make them my own. So, which there was a lot. Now, I did have some videos where I spoke in that only had like 50 views right when I first started, and I just downloaded that to redo it for later. So, but I downloaded most of my videos and I just deleted them off YouTube. So if you go back and look, I had almost 200 videos. Now I think I'm down to, I think maybe 60. I have a lot more lives now because I've been going live a lot more. Because they don't monitor the lives as much as they do just the videos. But yeah. All right. Let's see. Any other questions? Johnny May put out his first short today. Awesome. I saw that. I saw you said that on Discord. I haven't checked it out yet. I will check it out though. Hey, and look at this. Big Man Biggin just started. So I'm gonna wait like one or two more minutes, and then we're gonna rate him. So these are the Debbie, I know. You have no idea. Longest 90 days. It was long. Yep. I'm gonna about 30 more seconds. Get him nice and settled, and then we'll do and then I'll just end it, and then we'll all be sent over to Biggin. You know what? Let's just do it now. I don't really have anything else to say, unless anyone. I still don't understand why you were punished when there's channels out there that show corporate stuff. Yeah. It's kind of random. I had one video that had 120,000 views on it, and I think that put my name on the map for YouTube. And I think that's why I got in trouble. There are videos that have no commentary and don't do anything. They don't add to it. Now, the channels that actually put the text overlays, those are okay. You can do that. But the channels that just do the plain court, I don't know how they get away with it. I honestly think it's just kind of unlucky. I just got caught and I was put on the list. All right, let's head over to Biggin. I will see all of you at Biggin. Thanks for coming. If you haven't done it already, please like and subscribe. If you haven't done your jump kick backflips, please do so. Cardio is important. And if you would like to super chat, my link tree is in the description as always. Until next time, bye.